Okay, this is gonna be our quick spoiler reaction review to the Aaron Hernandez series on Netflix. And if you have no interest in it whatsoever, because I didn't, one, I'm not a Patriots fan, so I can give a fuck. But it is worth looking at. And on the football side of things, when you got a killer playing for you, you know what I'm saying, to know how to get to the end zone, what do you expect? You know, they supposed to be winning. I mean, you got to give it to the killer. It is what it is. Oh my God, if I had a killer on my team, if the Titans had a killer, we still be in the playoffs right now. Oh my God, yes, this man was very damaged, and some people call the CTE part about it a cop out, but that's why I wanted to use this as my background. Now you can say whatever the fuck you want. And I don't really want to touch on. I want you to watch the series, so I'm not. Might have spoilers because I'm gonna say certain shit, like I say the CTE part, but I'm not really gonna review too much into it because I really want you to watch it. It's not similar to the OJ trial, but OJ trial comes up in a comparison to this, along with, how can I say? I thought Chris Benoit could have even been brought up in this scenario. With, like, I think one of the NFL players who used to be a tight end for the Patriots, he felt that the CTE calling it that was a cop out. Okay, as we see right here on the chart, and I am no doctor, but that right there is a fucking hole in your head. And if you're alive with a hole in your head, you're pretty much a zombie. So, if zombies were real, they will be eating people and killing them. So we have a living proof of people who get concussions regularly. This is wrestlers, your football players, anybody playing a full contact sport. Hell, construction worker from falls. Anybody who is repetitively falling or just bumps on the head in general, you eventually, as we see on the chart, yeah. See, this is one guy on this side. You know, this is probably me over here. This guy, yeah, that guy, because I sucked at football, wasn't never my thing, but I have indie wrestled, so I can't say I ain't took hundreds of bumps. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I could possibly have a hole in my head too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, CTE, it's real. I know it's real because, I mean, if you can't deny this type of thing, and I'm like, oh my God, this was this child's brain. He wasn't even 30 years old. I mean, this is a normal 27-year-old's brain right here, and then the green one was Aaron. So this is a chemical imbalance of a functioning human being out here in the world, and there are other people that are like that out here in the world, and we have to learn about them and get them the help that they deserve. And this boy needed help. And keep in mind, I want you to watch the series. This man has went through a lot of other stuff as well in his personal life to contribute even more to this situation. Once again, I'm not making no excuses for this man or anybody who is a convicted murderer. If you are a convicted murderer, it is what it is. Now, what I did not agree with, but I am in a, what is this called? A common, what the fuck is it called? I'm in, it's Louisville is a, like a common law state. What, I forgot the exact term for it, but they have that same thing in Massachusetts. So what was revealed in this spoiler, him killing himself annuls his conviction from the murder that he did get convicted on. I do think that's very fucked up and tacky about it, but he did that so that with the conviction removed, his estate or his wife and child are entitled to some form of funds from the Patriots organization from him there working for him. I understand that scenario, I understand that scenario. Any man would have done. If a man is on life in jail and there's nothing he can do for his wife and child, I do think, especially with this nigga's got a fucking hole in his head, you know, his thought process. The whole time I'm watching this shit, that is the first thing that I thought about. That first, this is not a criminal that we're looking at. Something is missing from the scenario. At the end of the shit is when you find out about the CTE scan. He gets his brain donated. So this is where this all comes into play. But the first 2 episodes you watching this, there's a lot of people, and once again, with him killing himself, enabling his family to be able to try to sue to get some money funds for his wife and daughter, you know, that took intelligence. So I'm not saying that the man was not smart. He was very intelligent. That showed that. But at the same time, he didn't have street smarts at all. He was not a criminal. He did not hire criminals. He was not around criminals whatsoever. What was messed up to me about the whole scenario is you have the man on the stand that he done shot in the eye. And this man told y'all that he wanted to handle it himself. That's why he didn't tell the police that it was him that shot him. Plus, they're talking about him killing 2 other dudes, which I would have burned the car, even though, amazingly, I'm not going to ruin it for you, but it's man, like I say, what they say, plot twist when we get to them 2. So, like, hey, it's an amazing documentary. It's worth taking a gander at, and I mean, oh my God, this is what it is. A lot of our kids are out here. We put them in these sports, and you know, I'm not saying we're the contributors of this, but we're putting them into this a little early can hurt them, man. And I mean, this is evidence. Like I say, he gets sympathy because the man was sick. You know what I'm saying? He was out there on the street sick. Benoit was sick. He was out there in a working environment sick. I mean, and like the doctor said on this particular part, this could have been happening for over a decade. This could be a decade's worth of damage. Who knows when this started with him? How many blows does it take? It's almost like the Tootsie Pop theory. How many blows does it take for you have the acorn in the center of your brain? How many hits does it take for that to happen? How many years does it take? It's just some shit to think about, y'all. I'm like I say, I'm not making an excuse, but we have to take this CTE thing seriously. I'm not mad at the Patriots organization. They did nothing wrong in this scenario whatsoever. Like I say, the nigga was two-faced. I mean, he was living a professional life, and then the nigga was a goddamn nightmare at night. That's what was crazy about it now. Does he have self-control? Apparently, to a certain extent. But like they said, he has a temper. And apparently in the wee hours of the night, when the drugs and, you know, the kick it sauce kicks in, I'm not trying to say marijuana contributed nor did it hinder, because for all we know, hell, he could be having migraines constantly and never telling nobody. I mean, a lot of people that have concussions go through a lot of issues from that, and even more if they go untreated, because once you find out you got a concussion, I mean, look how the WWE is treating this shit now. A person get a concussion, we liable not to see them on TV for about a month or so, and that's for safety precautions, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. Once again, how many hits does it take for you to end up having an acorn in the center of your fucking head? That's what is important. And even if what if it gets to the point to where every time you get hit, a little speck of darkness grows a little bit, and eventually the more hits you gets to this. I'm just saying, it is what it is, and these are the results of what CTE causes, so we have to take that into consideration. But a lot of people gives him no sympathy. I can understand that, because they can't theorize a walking around functioning individual being sick and still walking around being functioning like you say. He's walking around being a complete professional in front of the Patriots organization. But when the freaks come out at night, that nigga's a goddamn demon. So, hey, it's a great documentary. Check it the fuck out. I was fucking amazed. It made me think of Benoit, hands down. It's an awesome documentary. And yes, I do believe Benoit deserved to be in the fucking Hall of Fame. I'm just bringing it up because it's the CTE comparison. And it is what it is, man. I mean, on the field, these individuals were flawless personalities, great superstars. They perfected their craft. We cannot deny them their paperwork. You know what I'm saying? But in their personal lives, they were quite fucked up. But at the same time they were fucked up, these individuals are sick. A lot of our people who result in multiple concussions, this is something that you're potentially dealing with. But yo, thanks for your time. I'm like Jason Joseph. Please like and subscribe. Soon as the funds get better, the technology and the visual will get better. But I appreciate the people that I got rocking with me. I'm out. Peace.